All right, both teams ready. Probably dropping here momentarily. All right, we are dropping. Here we go, guys. Game 4, semifinals, North America, ZR and 07. Now, we've seen the last two games, ZR has brought a Z52. Very minimal success with it in game 1. Probably a little better success with it there in game 2. There they have dropped it. They've retained SAT scores Grozavoy, and they've swapped GRE scores Z52 the last two games. He is now in a gearing. So, and Yasinpoi back in his Des Moines. So a very similar team composition to what we saw out of ZR in their, in their game 1 win. We have Hakuryu again, Montana Yamato, Des Moines, Triple Hindenburg, Gearing, and Grozavoy.
Yep, and don't forget the Erie. They are still bringing the Erie.
Well, that guy's a scrub, and he'll be dead. He'll be dead within seconds. So.
Hey, sorry, he's AFK eating pizza.
I'm talking about me, dude. They brought an Erie, right? Your team brought it. Anyway, whatever. Just make sure you turn your engines on.
Hey, don't shoot the AFK.
You're not AFK. Your engines are on.
Now, guys, on my stream, I'm going to be eating while I do this, so I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to try to keep the camera work going for you.
That's all right. I'll talk. Trust me, Zath. I have the ability to talk for both of us.
Oh, yes.
There are times you can't shut me up, as you well know. As my wife makes rude comments in the background. All right, let's have a quick look at early deployment here. Actually, first, let's talk over 07's team. We have Midway, Montana, no shock there. Des Moines, Hindenburg. So Tim, yep, no change there. Triple Grozavoy, yep. So 07 sticking with this team composition that works for them. Early on, we have, it looks like we're going for an AC split here from ZR. We've got a Grozavoy, Hindenburg, double Hindenburg, and Yamato headed to C, while you have Montana, Hindenburg, Des Moines, and Gearing heading to A. And I suppose I should show you guys the game. I'm glad I checked. There we go. Sorry for that. A little bit of a delay. I've learned to tab over and check and make sure I'm actually broadcasting the game before it gets too late. Last reminder, guys, get your raffles in. I'm going to draw probably about the halfway mark of the match for you guys. When this game is over, I'll draw the raffle. I won't draw twice until you see the end. That way you won't know if ZR wins, though. But I'll draw at least once when the game's over. Some long-range fire here. Nothing major happening real early. SAT score pressing in on C as we see one of the opposing Grozavoys. Who is that? Spotted on the south side of C. Potato 69 at C. Of course, 07's team composition giving them the ability to contest all three caps. Question is, will they do so? B on this map tends to be very, very dangerous. Lots of ships that fight in the center, those center 4 squares of the map, frequently find themselves dead in very, very short order. So curious to see if they risk sending one of the Grozavoys in there early. SAT score now backing in. Yep, reversing into the top of C. Probably has driven off the enemy Grozavoy for the moment. He's got some torps coming in, but he sees them well in advance. He ought to be able to position to get them. No, he decides he's not going to risk it, and he's just going to back right out of the cap and readjust his position to not have to deal with these torps. So they're not a threat to kill any or damage anybody, but they're certainly a threat to make him waste his time, basically. Yasinpoi's Des Moines looks like he's going to set up very aggressively here on the edge of B. That's going to protect him from shells coming in from kind of the western half of the 5 line, but those guys down in the southeastern corner will have shots on his bow if they decide they want them, if he can get spotted. As one of the 07 Grozavoys is aggressively into A now, probably snuggling up to that island for cover. No eyes on him, but that's where I'd be. Nobody really in a position to do anything about it. he will probably cap uncontested here, as GRE scores gearing is well north of the cap. I'm not sure what he's doing up here. He's reversing. Not sure. Changing his position for something. A lot of ZR firepower over here north of C. They seem to be maybe wheeling for a charge down the 9 line. There's a Des Moines on the flank. They've just spotted Timmy G over there in smoke. Kashimikaze calling for fire on him. SAT score now leading that pack, turning back into C, hoping to bag that cap. As the Hindenburgs, Dolphin Princess, and Ultra Real take a little bit of damage here, but turn away back to the north. At least Dolphin Princess turning to the north, and Ultra Real starting that turn now as well. 07 picking up the early cap here. They'll start to tick up points as we approach the 5-minute mark of the game. Yep, there we go. SAT score finally getting back into C on the extreme northeastern edge. Not spotted. Is spotted by dive bombers. Probably will be leaving the cap circle again very shortly. Yep, Shell's coming in, but he will be bailing out of there. Not willing to risk his ship for a cap. Definitely the right play, but just all the delaying tactics that 07 is enabling here, keeping ZR from bagging any points here in the early going. Yasenpoi has a brilliant position here. Check this out. He's got this little saddle in this island. He can lob shells over it, shelling HE onto BFK's Hindenburg at an extreme range. That's excellent positioning by Yasenpoi. Still a quiet start here as this ZR push kind of down the 9 line continues. SAT score once again about the 4th time, trying to get back into C to pick up that cap. GRE score and his gearing on the other side of the map. Just straight up reversing into A, taking his time about it, going probably only about 12 or 13 knots in reverse. Not willing to risk having to turn all the way around and show broadside in the event that he gets spotted.
And I'm back, and take a look at this Yamato. Kashimikaze kind of out on his own there, being focused by both flanks now.
He's not really out on his own. He's got plenty of friends around him.
Well, what I'm getting at, though, is nobody else, they don't have shots on these other guys.
No, they don't.
Maybe Dolphin.
But that's probably by design, right? Wouldn't you rather them shoot at the battleship than shoot at your cruisers?
Typically, yes. Although in a competitive environment, I don't know. I often find that if I can get damage to be spread around more, I'd prefer it. But that being said, yeah, I'd rather the Yamato be taking it than one of these Hindenburgs, especially Dolphin.
Yep, looks like SAT is finally going to bag C as GRE score finally gets his stern into A to start contesting that point on behalf of ZR. It takes nearly... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was going to say... I'm just going to apologize in advance if I make any belches or anything.
That's fine. Takes nearly 7 minutes for ZR to pick up their first cap, but they finally do so. They're still less than 100 points down here.
Yasenpoi looked like he used his defensive fire on the torpedo bomber, saying he wants none of these, but we know what's coming next.
Oh, Yasen takes a big hit there. Just overextended around the island as William the Dank punishes that board position. Chunks about half of Yasen's health away.
That was, I'm sure he wasn't expecting it.
No, he probably wasn't. But we've seen how good William is with those Montana guns before. We saw it last game.
Yep. Meanwhile, Timmy has backed up and he is pulling back in. He's setting himself up to deny the cap at B as he gets spotted and shot at by Yasen.
Well, GRE score now well into A. Looks like he's going to cap. Don't really see anything on the board that's going to prevent that. I think they realized...
And here comes the dive bomb.
Well, here come the AP bombs. We know Anumati's packing AP bombs. Here comes William the Dank, shells that position for Yasenpoi working against him here. With that saddle in the island, he takes none of the shells, but the AP bombs land. Oh, a big hit from the AP bombs. Yasen on about 4,000 HP here pretty quickly. We know his heel's down. He used it earlier, just a few seconds ago, and there he goes. Timmy lands the killing blow. Yasenpoi is out. 07.
Go ahead.
I was going to say,
You
oh
say what?
07 picking up a big kill there, realizing that was kind of a weak position for Yasinpoi and punishing it.
Yeah, that was extremely good teamwork on the part of Timmy and Policat, but also on the part of
I would
Animati,
say, and
getting those
Animati.
bombers in. I
Absolutely.
mean,
Knowing the punishment he can deal with those AP bombers, and boy, did it pay off.
we called that. Like we saw that was coming
Yep.
too. And the thing is, there was almost nothing that Yasin could do in that situation. He was trapped. He was stuck. Dank punished him for even trying to pull out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So all he could do is ask the Haguryu to get his fighters over as
Well,
quickly as
this
possible.
ZR team way over on the 10 line is just languishing over here. I think they're finally going to get organized and get out of there. They need to be more relevant to the game. It looks as if 07 is just going to kind of give them C, as we know there's somebody in B now capping it for 07.
Well, with these guys being here, I mean, like you said, they're kind of trapped, but more importantly, they're out of the game for so long.
That's the thing. They're not really trapped. They're just not really contributing anything, right? They just now are getting eyes on Ruslan to get shots back on him. There's just not much they can hit over there.
Absolutely, as Dolphin Princess gets set on fire using the Valentine's Day camo.
Now with Yasinpoi's death, that opened up about a 100-point lead for 07, but those double caps have been ticking the whole time. It's been taking them to Cap B, and that lead has just about evaporated. ZR will continue to gain points and will shortly take the lead here as we patch the halfway mark of the match.
Speaking of evaporation, take a look at Red Front. Just
already?
watch.
Goodness gracious.
Just watch.
We have not been paying much attention to see. Oh, here come the torps. Yep, Red Front's going to need at least one of these, if not two.
Yeah,
yep, the last one sneaks under the stern. No flood, but he is very, very low, and here comes Anumati's torpedo bombers to seal the deal. Now, Carefree Tongue does have some fighter planes over there, but so does Anumati. Red Front healing now. Well, he landed a little bit of the strafe. He got a couple dead. Only two torpedoes surviving to get into the water, and Red Front will be able to bash those easily, but now on fire again, shelled by the Grozovoy, and he can't push up too far. William will punish him.
Oh, he's already set to punish him. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Nope, bounces most of it.
Looks like bounces,
Great angling by Red Front there. Bounces most of those shells. But MF Jones just continuing to drop HE shells on him. Red Front definitely caught out here in a really bad position. Lots of,
Absolutely.
07 realizing the precariousness of it, continuing to focusing down.
Here it comes.
Here comes more AP from William. He does some damage.
Almost.
Red Front's dead. 600 HP.
Anyway.
He's out. Plenty of shells coming in. That will seal that deal. He is out.
Yeah.
So once again, we've seen 07 play patiently, give up the caps if they need to make sure they secure the kills, and they've done it again here. They're up 2 ships but down a cap with about 8 minutes to play.
Ruslan down. Ruslan is low, but you know what? They smoked him up. He's behind cover. There is no way that they're going to take him out before his heels come back.
Well, and
they're shooting into the
sure, but as long as he doesn't fire, they can't see him.
Exactly.
Yep, and now Pulleycat back into A, flipping that back on 07's behalf. Continuing to shell both the Gearing and the Hindenburg, who basically have to leave now. No way they can really sit in there against a Montana. Montana is low. William is quite low. He's on about 20,000 HP and continuing to be shelled by this Hindenburg, by mechanics. If they can get William, if they can get William off the board, that's big points. They could use that. Bit of an Anumati dive bomber strike here, floating around, not really getting much out of it. Brings the dive bombers in again, probably going for the Hindenburg. Don't think many of those are going to make it. Yep, nope, none of those make it. As Pulleycat bags A. 07 now about 40 points down, but we'll start narrowing. Sorry, 07 on about a 50-point lead. We'll start to widen that gap now on the back of their cap advantage.
As the group at C finally got in, and Ultra Wheel just took a big hit.
Well, Ruslan looks like he's on his way out. How much power he's got? How many shells he's got coming in? Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know why he pulled out there. He should have just reversed behind the island.
That kill puts ZR back on top, but it's a lead they won't hold for long unless they can get into some caps. Still a fairly healthy.
A little bit more fire.
Yeah, fairly healthy group there at C. Probably able to push B if they really want to. See what they do.
And Timmy is already getting set to deny that push.
Well, that's
Along
kind of
with
his
Jones in
job.
front.
And I'm willing to bet you that
Absolutely.
MF Jones is rotating that direction as well to help out.
Jones is right in front of Timmy, and
Yep.
he's getting ready to deploy that smoke
Yep.
for him.
Yep. We know Pulley was an A. We know where Potato is. That means that Jones has got to be near the other cap. That's his job.
Yep. I like how they've given up on chasing. That's good. Most importantly, William the Dank is no longer being focused. He's able to kind of retreat a little bit, heal up a little bit, lick some wounds, and get back in the fight. And here it comes.
Yep, here comes the push at B. This could be a tournament deciding push here for ZR. They have 5 minutes to play. The game will be tied momentarily. And this is their elimination game. If they do not win, they will be out.
This push has to be successful for them.
Yep. They've got eyes on Pulicat now, throwing shells at him. Plenty of Hindenburg HE going his way as Dolphin Princess angles north to try to get more shells on Pulley and avoid some of the incoming fire from Timmy's in that smoke.
Tell you what, that's beautiful because Jones is actually right at the B island, and his torps aren't going to hit anything. Maybe they might hit the Yamato.
Yamato is sneaking around this island now. Torps are well spotted. Kashimikaze reacting. Will probably eat at least one in the bow. I would think he'll be hard-pressed to dodge them all. As his nasty shells headed out towards... It looks like he threw that salvo at William.
There it is, on the bow.
Kashimikaze takes one up forward as Ultra Real pushing now into B, getting heavily focused by several different directions.
Yeah, he's getting punished for this push hard.
Well, I guess ZR feels like they don't have a choice. They can't really. They can't.
Broadside to Timmy.
Well, they can't really afford to wait for that smoke covering Timmy to evaporate.
Nope.
They're now stopping the points gain. Points will be even now with about a 25 to 30 point differential between the two teams. But Ultra Real's not alone. Kashimikaze and SAT Score are right on his heels as they push into B aggressively. There's Timmy right in front of them. There comes the AP to punish Ultra Real. He will be out momentarily. Second salvo should wipe him off the board. Ooh.
A little short.
Interesting. Timmy shorted that one. Ultra Real trying to get angled again. Nope. 1200 HP. Nope. That'll do it.
Gone.
He's out. But the ship...
But that's still going to hurt Timmy.
Well, his sacrifice might not be in vain. Here comes the rest of ZR. Dolphin Princess may not survive to make this push. Also low in that same area as ZR now down 140 points, needing this push to succeed. Lots of torpedoes going in on Timmy right now.
Oh, wow.
And Yamato shells. Timmy's dead.
I've been waiting to say this for a long time. We're going to need another Timmy.
We're going to need another Timmy. As ZR now aggressively pushes, they are in both caps now, halting 07's point gains entirely, but Dolphin Princess is on her way out. Yep, there he goes. Kashimikaze, the last surviving ZR ship in B, will start to come under fire. There's no way he'll cap this point, but he's at least holding the points down.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, it looks like A is being capped by GRE Score.
Yep, GRE's stuck his stern back into A, and I can only assume that Pulicat's not over there anymore.
No.
Now, the trouble with Kashimikaze is he's under a tremendous amount of pressure. He needs to leave this cap and find some cover, but if he leaves the cap, the game starts widening out again in 07's favor with 2.5 minutes to play. A single kill on either team will flip this very quickly if ZR can bag a kill, but who's low? Nobody's really low. Pulley's the only one. There's no way Pulley's going to let himself get spotted.
Animati is sitting there with his dive bombers ready to go. He's just waiting for that kill shot, but SAT Score is coming in.
Yep, SAT Score rotates into B to hold those points down. Once again, no point gain happening right now for 07 as ZR, with 120 seconds left in the match, tries to salvage it, but I still think they need a kill. I don't think the ticks will be enough in only 2 minutes. We'll have to see how this goes. They're going to try and fish for SAT Score in that smoke, I'm confident.
Yeah, and I almost feel like they should be trying to finish.
Potato finally making his presence felt as C as he stops those points on behalf of 07. With all of the ZR force leaving C, he's free to move in. That's going to hold ZR's point gains to only three every 6 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough. 90 seconds to play here. Less than 60 points separate these two teams. ZR really needs a kill.
William the Dank is totally exposed here to these dive bomb or torp bombers.
Yep. A single kill will flip this game in ZR's favor, but I don't know that they're going to get it.
Dank takes one
Dank
torp.
takes a torp.
Jones is spotted momentarily.
Yep, they're still fishing for SAT score in the smoke. Or maybe he's radared. Can they see him?
No, they
Yeah,
can't.
they don't have any radar left, yeah.
Right. There it is.
There's
There
Pulley.
it is.
Pulley's right on his heels. Pulley's going to come in and just waste him.
Oh, yeah. And they
Or
have
keep him,
to.
or keep him proxy spotted, one or the other. With less than a minute to play, ZR trying to find a way to victory, but not looking promising. Only trailing by 40 points, but they're not going to be able to make up the gap. Both teams
Polecat is
ticking
making
one
a
cap.
push.
Here comes Pulley. If they kill SAT, this is going to be it, man. SAT's on 400
There it
HP.
is.
There he goes.
Gone.
SAT out with 30
Wow.
seconds to play. A single kill will no longer salvage this game for ZR. I don't think it's going to matter.
Nope.
27 seconds. William is probably their best target, but they will not get there in time. He's got great island cover.
Nope.
These torpedoes, ooh, hang on. Torpedo strike going in on William now. If all three of these land, it might be enough, but I don't think the points are enough. Oh, somebody pops a DF. He's got Jones
Zeta
there.
goes away. Time's ticking
He
down.
takes one in the bow.
4,000.
6 seconds left. William on 4,000 hit points. They're not going to
Athletic.
get there. 07 picks up game 4 and the match and everything.
Wow.
Moving on to the finals. What a great game.
What a
Well played.
spectacular finish.
Well played by both teams. ZR realizing they had to roll the dice and just force something to change. I really feel like they languished too long with those guys at sea that just hung out on the 10 line. I just feel like they probably should have made that push or done something with them probably 2 or 3 minutes sooner than they actually did.
Absolutely. That was interesting. I wouldn't recognize necessarily anybody on 07 for doing anything spectacular. They all worked well together.
No, just
maybe Timmy
yeah.
with that hold at B.
Stellar team play from 07 in every game, even the loss. I mean, they played so well as a group. You just kept seeing it over and over and over.